1820. London was eating itself alive, packed beyond breathing, swollen with people and ambition. The city was destroying its own past just to survive, tearing down history to make space for tomorrow. 1821. Buildings were scheduled for the demolition before their mortar even dried. In the middle of this chaos, Thomas Hosmer Shepherd painted fast, racing to capture what London was about to erase forever. 1822. His watercolors were not just art, but emergency records of streets already sentenced to disappear. With modern AI, we step off the archive page and walk through a city lost before our ancestors were born. 1823. We arrive at the General Post Office on St. Martin's Lane, newly opened and shining white with fresh limestone. Ionic columns rise, and inside hundreds of workers sort letters flowing across the empire non-stop. 1824. Death notices from Jamaica, proposals crossing the Irish Sea, orders from distant colonies. Every secret passed through these walls. Shepherd painted it at its birth, knowing London never lets anything last. 1825. St. Paul's Cathedral looms behind, watching silently as the city changes. By 1912, less than a century later, the post office would be demolished, swallowed by progress. 1826. We travel north toward King's Cross, where the Foundling Hospital stood as a sanctuary for abandoned children. Shepherd captured its somber dignity in stone, a fortress of charity in a merciless city. 1827. Today the building is gone, but the ground remains a public park. The echoes of lost lives still seem to linger where London once sheltered its smallest victims. 1828. Rising above Regent's Park stands the Colosseum, built in 1827 like a Roman temple of ambition. Inside lived the panorama, allowing Londoners to see their city from the sky without leaving the earth. 1829. It was the Regency era's virtual reality, a monument built to display London's glory. Shepherd painted it before it was deemed obsolete and demolished in 1875, devoured by expansion. 1830. The shadow guide leads us to Temple Bar on the Strand, an ancient, soot-blackened gate marking London's western boundary. For centuries it was a bottleneck of endless human chaos. 1831. Shepherd rendered its congestion carefully before it was removed in 1878. Exiled for a century, it returned only in 2004, a ghost of the old city. 1832. We slip down to Regent's Canal where Macclesfield Bridge rests in rare silence. Shepherd painted peace here, but in 1874, a gunpowder barge exploded beneath its arches, obliterating it. 1833. What stands today is only a replacement, a shadow of the stone rib Shepherd once saw. London kept moving forward, leaving only ghosts behind. 1834. Back in Piccadilly, the Egyptian Hall rises as London's Temple of the Strange. Mammoth skeletons, Napoleon's carriage, exotic wonders filled its fever dream walls until it was demolished in 1905. 1835. The year shifts to 1851, and Hyde Park shimmers with the Crystal Palace, a cathedral of glass where the industrial age believed it had conquered nature, until fire consumed it in 1936. 1836. In Charterhouse Courtyard, Shepherd leaves his own name carved on a gravestone, a creator stepping into his own vanished world, signing a city he knew would disappear. 1837. Shadows deepen at Clerkenwell House of Correction. A prison shepherd painted before it was raised. Guards, families, suffering. London's misery built into brick. 1838. Progress demanded clearing old houses of pain, burying misery beneath new foundations. Shepherd documented not just buildings, but the human cost of transformation.